There are two general types of educational or informative videos that I see on YouTube: collections of facts and narratives. The first is quite easy and quick to make, but often not very interesting. It's just a cobbling together of ideas, with very little actually connecting them. For example, top 10 vacation spots. If it's just a list, it may not be that interesting, even if the subject matter is. A narrative video, on the other hand, takes you on a journey. There's a theme, there are twists and turns, and a structure. A beginning, middle, and end. The same research and facts can be presented either way, but stories are much more interesting. Nobody wants to stop watching a story because they always want to find out what happens next. That's why my videos always have so many words like and, but, and so. Every sentence is connected to the next. But in a collection of facts, every moment is a convenient time to click away. You don't feel like you're in the middle of something ongoing. And to clarify, by story, I don't necessarily mean characters and conflict, like a book or a movie. I mean a script with a structure, where everything is connected. Rather than top 10 reasons Amazon is successful, I tell the story of the company and how their strategy has shaped their past, present, and future. A good test is to check if a sentence or section of your script can be moved. If so, it might not be a story, because if the sentence was really connected to the others around it, it couldn't be moved without becoming confusing. So how do you do this? How do you actually turn your research into a story? Firstly, look over your notes and group them by themes. For example, when I was researching for my video about Bing, I had a group about its finances, another about its growth, and another about why it's an important product to Microsoft. If a note seems out of place or doesn't fit into a theme, that could be a clue it doesn't really belong in the video. And as you group them, you'll usually start to see a larger thesis, or an angle for the script. For my Bing video, I realized by looking at the themes that it wouldn't really be about Bing. It would use the site as a way to talk about the control tech companies have over their users. If you don't see an obvious direction, come up with a few possible angles. Bing is important because of the data it collects, or Bing is proof Microsoft no longer understands its customers. Then research each one to see what holds up. After that, you have all the notes or points you want to hit in your video, and you have the larger theme. The next step is to create some sort of outline, so you know what to include and in what order. If you think visually, you might consider using mind maps. You can definitely use pen and paper, but I use an app called Mapper because it's easy to move things around and color code sections. I start by writing down the themes or sections of the video, then many branches for each point within them. For example, hierarchy of control as a theme for Bing, with subpoints like Bing is successful because it's the default on Windows, the power of default programs, and so on. Keep doing this until all of your notes are represented as a branch on the diagram, and you'll already have a handy outline of your whole video. This is the skeleton of the script. It makes it so much easier to write because you already know what you're going to talk about and roughly in what order.